Yes, today's trade of the day brought to you by Day Trade the World. Scan that little QR code, get more information. Okay, so look, it's pretty simple here. We could have picked a lot of things. I mean, crazy morning. AMC was amazing. GameStop, we had those couple halts. We're just going to go with something that we looked at, but we don't look at it too often. Neil and I both like to trade Tesla whenever there's some key levels or something going on. So we're actually going to hit this and quit this, and it's going to be your trade of the day. It's a one trade in and out, and you're going to see it right here on the board. We actually have two fills right down here at 900 bucks. So we actually got the first one about $900.50, and the other one I think about 900 flat. And all we were doing was looking at Tesla today. Why? Because we got that EV tax credit, right? We saw the legislation come through and various amounts, but it's an EV tax credit, so we knew right away that Tesla was going to be on everyone's mind. As you can see, we close on Tesla 850 or so there on Friday. We come in this morning, and the NASDAQ was also dancing around. We got some bad news from NVIDIA, so we had to sort of watch the market. The market was up about 1%. Now, as you can see, fading down, now down 0.43. So we kind of ignore the futures a little bit when we're trading Tesla here. Why? Because it's a huge move off the open. Everybody getting so excited about that EV credit and just like, okay, let's trade some Tesla. So Tesla goes from 875 all the way up to 910. We don't trade that at all. If I was on this, that's another great break. I put this line right there. That's 900, right? So that 900 break was actually fine the first time it happened all the way through. It may have, and I didn't look at the tick replay. I don't know if it ticked back down to that level or not. But anyways, a nice move up to 910. So what did we do? As it comes back in here, it fades back in. And this is where I said to myself, let's try along here at 900 and give ourselves about $2 worth of room. So we actually picked down here sort of where this move started, this little wick. The bottom of that is 98. So I said, okay, let's try to take $2 or $3 worth of risk here on Tesla and bang this upside through 900. So it comes down and actually, we didn't hit it upside. It actually comes in, fills us down there, and this trade actually never goes against us. Within the first minute, it goes up $2, and our risk to reward, remember, was $2 on the downside. So I'm trying to do, and again, I know, it's tough to do it sometimes, but I try to get out of half for a very similar risk to reward. So as we get out for $2 there, we're like, okay, that's great. Then those of you that are watching us live on the show, it kept bouncing off 05s. So the next part comes up. So we take two fills down here, regardless. Let's just pretend it's one. These are each out a third of our shares. So we get the first third out when we get 1-to-1 risk to reward. So even though it's only $2 on Tesla, we take it out because that's our risk. Then it starts to go bounce around 05s, so we wind up taking about 04s. Are we tanking down here? Yeah, look at the market giving off right now. Tesla down to 881. Then the next part, this is where it gets a little scary because it actually comes back and back tests that 900 again. Now, when that happens, we're like, uh-oh, maybe we're gonna get stopped out here, but it doesn't. It doesn't even come, it doesn't come close to 98, let alone 100. It gets 900, it gets about $1 away. Then the move just explodes to the upside, and we're like, yes, we still have a third. This is perfect. And as it's running, it's $10 in the money. It's $15 in the money now. Remember, our risk is only $2, but we only have a third left. So I'm willing to let this thing ride. This is what I'm trying to do better on. So as it rips up to the upside, all we notice now is look at this, right? We did a little bit of work. You go back all the way to the past day. The high of that morning before we gave everything back was this 915 where we started to dance right at the open. So that was a key level. It tried to get back to 915 right here. These are 912s. Draw the line right over, and that's where we wind up getting out. So all I did was simply put a stop order. The minute we identified this 915, we said, okay, if it breaks it again, great. We can go to the upside, then maybe use that as our new support. But it never really breaks. It comes out, it tests, it wicks the top, and then just starts tanking down. So it gives me a couple minutes to make up my mind, and we take a $2 hit from that 915. So ultimately, it's a 900 long. That's a 912.50 out. You guys saw me trade that live on the show. This is $2. That's $4. So, we do pretty good with the risk to reward. The important thing is you got to watch out for the NASDAQ as that's moving. And then you got to trade names, and we talk about this all the time. You got to trade names that are in the news, whether or not it's going to be AMD or NVIDIA or Tesla off that EV credit. So maybe only trade this once this week, but there's the trade. It's the trade that I made, and it's going to be 1 for 1, and it's your trade of the day.